weird encounter I had as a security guard. So I'll try to keep it short. I used to be a security officer at a fairly high-end golf course. Allowed me to set the scene. Part of my job at the end of the night was to lock the doors in the court barn, which was where we stored our fleet of 70-some golf carts. This and the main pro shop and cafe building were separate. I was alone, except for my pro shop manager, who was inside counting her drawer before locking up the safe and taking off for the night. We had a mutual agreement. Neither of us would leave until we were both ready to go, for safety reasons. I was walking in front of the cart barn. It was almost 9 p.m. All the lights were out in the barn. I was about 7 rows deep when I suddenly got a sinking feeling in my gut. I still can't explain it to this day. I looked around, starting to feel very uneasy. Then I heard it, a loud bang from right beside me. I instantly drew both of my duty weapons, a 9mm Ruger SR9 for anyone interested, and my flashlight in one quick, fluid motion. I shined the light down the row and saw a golf cart, maybe 3 carts deep. I can't remember exactly, but it was rocking back and forth, like someone had just stepped out of it. I shined the light around the rest of the building, but saw nothing. The pro shop manager, Katie, stuck her head out of the door and yelled, "Hey, what's up?" She could see my torchlight from the window, but she couldn't see that I had my weapon drawn. I'm not sure. I think I heard. Right in that moment, I saw it. I watched the cart closest to me, the seat, where the engine sits directly under the seat, which has a hinge built onto it, the front part, so the seat can be swung forward to check work on the engine. It was violently swung forward and then slammed back down again. It's honestly a wonder that it didn't pull the trigger. I was scared. At that moment, I started aiming my weapon and torch around, but I could see nothing. By now, Katie not only heard the seat slam down, but also saw that I already had my weapon drawn. Cameron James, what is going on out there? She started walking my direction. Stay put. Get back inside. I'm going to snoop around. If you don't hear from me in 5 minutes on the radio, call the cops. She hesitated for a moment, then went back inside. I walked into the barn, weapon drawn, and hit the lights. At that moment, I saw it, a black shadowy figure, racing out the back of the building. The barn was an open-air design, so there were no doors. I quickly holstered my gun and gave a quick yelling. "Stop! Security! You're under arrest for trespassing! Stop!" Now, I used to be a drill sergeant in the USAF, so I was not really yelling, but more like bellowing. The figure continued to run over the hill, and when I got to the top seconds later, it was gone. Ever since that, I had a hard time working the closing shifts, and would refuse to go in that area at night without my weapon drawn. I still don't know what I saw. Maybe it was just some kids playing a prank. Maybe it was something more sinister. I don't know. I just thought I'd get this story out. If y'all know any information about what it could have been, I'd like you to try to let me know. I'll try to keep y'all updated, and I'll see if anything else happens when I get back. I'm still pretty terrified about that encounter.